Hey basketball players, today I'm going to talk to you about Dirk Nowitzki and his fadeaway. His fadeaway was better than anybody else's in the league because just of the way he used his feet, his legs, but also what made his turnarounds and his fadeaway so good was obviously because of the space that he was able to create because of this move. So let's get down to it. Number one, Dirk Nowitzki was 7 feet tall, and whenever you're that tall and you're doing a fadeaway, you are extremely hard to block. So if you're taller than anybody else on your team or in your league, then this is a move that you're probably going to want to learn. Now, first off is the fadeaway. When you're doing a fadeaway, you want to keep in mind that you still want to have your body go straight up in the air. You don't want to be fading away and trying to chuck up the ball. That's just not going to work. You have to keep your same shooting form, and if your shooting form is like mine, where the elbow is underneath that ball, this move is going to be extremely lucrative to you. So number one is Dirk Nowitzki's spin fadeaway. So this is a move that he used to use in the mid-range as well as out on the three-point line. Now, basically in all of his 1 foot fadeaways, when he takes his shot, I really want to let you know that when he takes his shot and he's fading away, he's not just kicking that leg out, but he's also bringing the leg up. And there's a reason for this, because when you bring that leg up on that fadeaway, of course it's allowing you to line up your body to the rim, but also what that's doing for you is creating a buffer between the defender and yourself. And when you kick out your foot, that's actually an offensive foul on your side. However, if you don't kick out your foot and you bring up your knee, it's not an offensive foul. You're just creating space for yourself, and because when you do a fadeaway, you're just lifting the foot up and you're not kicking it out, that's still your ground. So this is why he was lifting his knee up and not doing the traditional fadeaway that you see players do now, because when you kick your foot out, it is an offensive foul if you make contact. So keep that in mind. So when Dirk Nowitzki does that spin around jump shot, or spin around fadeaway I should say, what he tries to do, either he'll be dribbling towards the right side or he'll be dribbling towards the basket. It doesn't matter. Those are the two options that he has. And when you do a spin, you always want to plant that inside foot, let's say in this case the left foot, because you want to go towards the left side. And now you can, when you take this shot, you can take one more dribble, or you can just go from here. It's up to you. Personally, I like to take one more dribble, mainly because some referees could call this a travel, even though it's not. So what you want to do is either plant that foot, you're turning around, that's 1, 2 steps, which is allowed, and then you're going to kick that knee out and take that shot, trying to keep your shoulders square to the basket as well. That's going to really help your shot go straight. However, what you will see is myself, I usually do take that extra dribble just because a lot of referees tend to call travels if they see 2 steps when it's away from doing a layup. So this is what this move looks like. So we're going to be dribbling up towards our defender or out towards that right side, plant that inside foot, 1 more dribble, pivot, turn. Now both of our feet should be pointing towards the basket. When we go up for our fadeaway, we're going to go up on our back foot, we're going to lift this knee, and we're going to be gliding slightly backwards and taking our shot. Now another variation that Dirk Nowitzki has is when he's still in the mid-range or even sometimes out on the three-point line. He's done the three-point line version of this, usually for game winners. So what's going to happen is he's going to have that ball and he's going to be sideways towards the basket. He's not going to be facing up, and if he is, he's going to pivot this way first. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're already having your side towards the basket, makes this move a lot quicker, because now you don't have to move from here to here. that small quarter of a circle spin or pivot is going to make your move much faster. So this is if you have the ball in the mid post, and all we're gonna do, especially if we are already on both feet, I always wanna be on both feet. The reason why not pivoting makes it quicker is because now, if you start here, you're gonna need to dribble first. And that just adds an extra layer of complexity, but also it's also adding in the chance for the defender or a help defender to come by and smack that ball away. So if you're already here, both feet planted, you can use either foot to pivot. Basically what you're looking to do here is just very simple. You're gonna pivot out, which is not a travel because we're pivoting. And now we're gonna just lift that leg up and take our shot. The same form as before, keeping that knee up. This is also gonna help you get more power as well. And then keeping our body square to the basket so that we have a nice straight shot. Now, Dirk Nowitzki was a 7-footer and he was very good in the low post. This is another option for you to use the same move. So basically what we're gonna do here, there is still that same option what I showed you last time, the last move I showed you. You can still do that same move down here. However, Dirk Nowitzki actually kind of changed it up just a bit when he was down in the low post. He put a little bit of a hop into it. So basically, he got that ball, he went one dribble into his defender. Now, when he did that, he would do one dribble in, and then another dribble sometimes, and then, now he's got himself a little bit closer towards the basket. That's when he would turn around. However, because he started a dribble, he can now take a little bit of a hop step, and he would take a little bit of a hop step out to create more space, turn, and then take his shot. So this is what this one looked like. Now, I hope that this is a move that you can incorporate into your game. If it is, hit that like button, subscribe, go check out my vertical jump training book in the link down below, and I'll see you guys again next time.